Thanks all for coming along this morning to our session. With these kind of bite-sized webinar sessions we're running on Tuesdays, we're keen to keep them short and to 20 minutes. So hopefully we'll do that today. Today we're going to talk about Pathways Explore. The session, we've called it Making Courses Click. So we're going to do a few things today within these kind of 20 minutes. We're going to talk a little bit about Pathways Explore. I'm going to do a little bit of a run through of the tool just to make sure everyone's familiar with all the different things it can do. We're keen to kind of highlight some sort of best practice ways of not just embedding it, but how you kind of signpost it within your site. So to get the most out of people finding it and engaging with the tool. We're going to kind of highlight the value of mapping your courses and just, the benefit of doing that. Tim's then going to talk a little bit about using Explore in a school setting. And then we're going to finish up kind of talking about sort of the analytics and the data and the trends that you can begin to see when you're using Pathways Explore on your website. So I'm just going to start, and I'm going to just wanted to kind of introduce Pathways Explore and kind of go through the tool a little bit. And to do that, I just wanted to show a couple of colleges that are using it and thinking about, okay, you've embedded it in your website, but what's the best way to signpost users to the Explore tool? And what we see in the data and in the analytics of people using Pathways Explore is the people that kind of signpost it high up in the user journey of the website. So they kind of have it right on the homepage or in clear places. Those are the people that are getting better engagement and better analytics out of the tool. So for instance, if we take Dudley College websites, you can see on their homepage, they have their kind of course search area. Right next to it, they've also got a button for career search. So it's just trying to put kind of options for Explore by career or career search right next to where people are already looking for courses. So in this instance on Dudley College, we can press on career search, and that takes you through to the page on their website where they've embedded Pathways Explore. I've got another website here from Luton Sixth Form College, and what they do something a little bit differently, but within their courses navigation, you can begin to hover over the options, and you see, as well as having options to find their courses, you've also got an option to explore by career. So again, it's just really kind of linking that option to explore by career with the options to find a course. And if we go in to one of their kind of course listing pages, we can see on the right-hand side that you can still get access to that explore by career page. And then the final example I was going to show, if I just jump back to the homepage. So this is St Brendan Sixth Form College. And not dissimilar to the Dudley College website, on their homepage, they've got this kind of find a course area. And right next to it, they've also got a button that says Explore by Career. If we use their navigation for find a course, again, the Explore by Career option is highlighted right next to where people are looking for courses. And it's really just to try, you've got people coming to your website who might have a clear view of what courses they want to study, others not. So it's just helping you engage with those users by taking this kind of careers first approach, helping them just explore different types of careers. So using the St Brendan's website, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to give a quick kind of overview of the Explore tool. Now, you might be familiar with it, you might not be familiar with other aspects, so I'll kind of just spend 5 minutes kind of running through the tool. So as a user coming to this college and thinking about kind of what careers that I might be interested in, the Explore tool presents over 850 different types of careers. I can just kind of scroll and see all the different careers that are of interest to me. If I see something I'm keen on, I can then click. So I've clicked on 3D printing technician. I can then see a bit more about this career. So I can see a bit of an overview. I can understand the skills and the knowledge that kind of form the role. I can see the type of things you would do on a day-to-day basis, typical kind of career path and progression from within the role. And then Pathways Explore presents some labour market information for being a 3D printing technician. It looks at annual salary, future employment, and the typical qualification level held for somebody doing this particular job. And the value of the Explore tool is that you've engaged somebody around a career that they're interested in being a 3D printing technician. Now you can push them through to the course page on your website to hopefully engage with them there. So again, as a user, if I'm thinking, actually, I'd quite like to be a 3D printing technician, I can now click through on one of your product design courses. So I'm now into your course pages at the college where you can engage with me, the user, in the ways you do on your course pages, and hopefully get me to apply. I'm just going to go back to where I was. Back in the Explore tool, if I scroll down, what it also does, it also raises the profile of similar careers that the user might be interested in. So we're looking at 3D printing technician, but it's also kind of saying, look, have you thought about being a systems analyst or an electronics engineer? And really just to try and raise the profile of careers either people might not have thought of or might not have even heard of before. So it's just trying to kind of boost or make that experience about kind of navigating through careers much richer. So as a user, I could think, actually, systems analyst, never thought of that. Robotics engineer, that sounds cool. I'm going to click on that and then find out more about being a robotics engineer. Now, if I just jump back to that kind of start page, as well as just scrolling through the list of careers, I could also use the filter. So if I'm actually looking for something in computing and IT, if that's kind of my areas of interest, I can filter that list and see careers that are just specific to kind of this sort of job sector. So computer games tester sounds cool. I could click on that and kind of go straight into there. Or as a user, if I've got quite a clear idea of the type of job I would like to do, I can type that in. So I can type in teacher, see all the different kind of teacher type careers that come back. I could click on early years teacher. And again, I can see the type of information about kind of doing this role. And again, the key thing here is we're linking through to courses at the college. So you're engaging somebody around a career, you're saying kind of come and find out a bit more, and then pushing them through to your course pages so you can engage with them there. If I just come back to that first page again, what I also want to just kind of show you is that the Explore tool also contains a profile quiz as well. And the profile quiz is a really good way to engage with kind of users who might not have a kind of a clear idea of the type of thing they would want to do. But by answering kind of 30 simple multiple choice questions, it can then suggest a set of careers that they might be interested in based on how they've answered those questions and what their personality type might be. So the questions are like this. I would like a job where I make pieces of furniture, and I can choose to agree or disagree with that on a scale of 1 to 5. So I'm going to say, actually, I'd quite like to do that. I'd quite like to make pieces of furniture. So I'm going to say agree, develop a new medicine. I'm going to do 4, write books or plays. I'm going to choose 3. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to just quickly go through these 30 questions just so we can see what comes out of the sides. It's probably not going to be too indicative of the type of person I am, but let's see what it says. So it says, I'm a creator, creative, imaginative, and original. That's me, obviously. So it's obviously right. And it's just, so it's telling the user the type of kind of personality that they might have, and then the types of careers that they might be interested in, all based on how they'd answered those sets of 30 questions. And as a user, I can kind of look at this and think, actually, yeah, some of these things sound interesting. Medical Illustrator sounds good. And we see that's got a best match sticker next to it. And also in this bottom right-hand corner, I didn't kind of mention this, these little badges show the number of courses at the college that relate to doing this particular job. So if I click on Medical Illustrator, I can then kind of see more information about the role itself. And then obviously the value here is kind of seeing the courses that you offer at the college. I can kind of click on graphic communication, and that takes me straight into your course pages. And I think one of the things that we kind of wanted to highlight today, which I've kind of got on this slide here, is really the value of mapping your courses. Now, of course, the tool could just work as a kind of careers library that people can kind of click through and find careers. But we find the real value of this is the fact that you can then push your users through to your course pages. So you can initially engage them with careers and then get them through to your course pages where you can engage them there with your course detail and hopefully get them to apply. Now, the actual process of getting, oops, sorry, gone too far. The actual process of getting your courses into Pathways Explore. Now, if you haven't done this already, it's something that we can manage for you. So we can get your courses in, get the mapping done, and get it all set up for you. And the way we do this is we ask you to put some meta tags into your course pages. If you don't know what meta tags are, your developer will. It's just a little snippet of text. It means we can then scan your website. We can then import your courses. And because your courses will have LARS codes attributed to them, so learning aim references, that then maps those courses to a set of careers. Then within the Pathways admin, you can then refine that mapping. So you can actually say, actually, I'd like to turn off some of those careers that the kind of automated imports assigned. So you can tweak it, or we can tweak it for you. And then you simply just embed it in your website using the snippet of code that you're probably quite familiar with. Now, I realise we've only got kind of a short period of time today, but I just wanted to quickly look at one of the pages in the admin area where you can see how your courses are listed and how the mapping is displayed. So I'm in the Pathways admin area here for St Miles College. So it's a fictitious college. It's not real. It's one we just use for demos. I can come to the courses tab. And here are 11 courses that I've imported into the system to be used with St Miles College's Pathways Explore tool. So we can see we have some A-levels, BTEC diplomas, apprenticeships. And if I click on one, if I go into, let's say, A-level business. So it's been imported. We have the course URL. It's been assigned a learning aim. And by assigning it a learning aim, it means it's been given a subject area of business management. And that then means all of these business and management jobs are now automatically mapped to that particular course. So it means when somebody's using Pathways Explore, they look at one of these careers, this business A-level is going to be presented back as one of the related courses. Now, if I just quickly jump into another one, so this time I'm going to go into photography. And again, being imported with the URL, we have a learning aim assigned. And because of the learning aim, it's put it into a subject area of creative arts and design. And by default, what that will do, that will assign lots of kind of creative arts careers to the photography course. And this is where the refinement kind of comes in quite well. So what I've been able to do here, I've switched off lots of jobs that are less relevant, you might say, for a photography course. And I've left switched on director of photography. We've got photographer, photographic technician, and down at the bottom here, I've kept on TV and film camera operator. So that refinement just allows you to have a bit more control over the types of jobs that are mapped to your different courses. But as I said, we will do this for you. We will kind of import your courses, go through and refine that mapping to make sure it all works as you think you need. But obviously you can do this yourself, which is the reason for showing you this today. It just means you can come in and you can do any of that refinement you want as well. So that's pretty much all I was going to say today. I'm now going to hand over to Tim, who's going to talk a little bit about working with Explore in schools.
So thanks very much, Steve. So hi, everyone. So what I'm going to talk a bit about today is how some colleges are using Explore, not just as kind of a passive tool within your website, but also as an active tool to engage with school students on their school visits. So as I'm sure you're aware, the legislation for the Baker Clause was beefed up yet again beginning of this year, therefore meaning that schools must now provide students with at least 6 encounters with FE colleges. And supposedly, if they don't adhere to legislation, they'll face various penalties and potential legal action. Not sure exactly how this works in practice, but potentially this is obviously great news for colleges who maybe in the past have struggled to gain access to local schools to promote their college and the courses that they offer. However, this also presents a challenge for marketing and kind of school liaison teams who now have to look at kind of effective ways to engage with school students and get them interested in their college in a limited time period. But the good news is that that Pathways Explore offers an excellent solution to this. And as I said, many colleges are already using Explore for this very purpose. So school liaison officers can use Pathways Explore as a way to initially engage with school students about careers and highlight courses offered at that college that can lead to those careers. And a great way to begin this kind of engagement is using the profile quiz that Steve actually demoed earlier on, that's included as part of Explore. And having done the profile quiz, students could obviously then find out what personality type they are, and they can see what careers they might be interested in, and they can find out more about those careers and also see the courses that the college offers that relate to those careers. So Explore is a really useful tool to kind of begin that engagement with students. And we've actually produced a kind of a very simple kind of lesson plan that you can download from our website should you want to use it for that purpose. It's in the kind of resources section of our website if you wanted to find it there. And next slide. So yeah. So if you're using Explore on your website or as a tool to engage with students on your school visits, then you also get to see how it's being used within the analytics section of your Pathways account. And because Explore is a fully kind of searchable careers tool. It allows you to see potential student-led career trends, and it allows you to kind of understand which careers are most popular and what types of roles people are looking at most, which can really help you kind of build marketing activity, focusing on maybe some of the high trending careers. And you can also understand how people are engaging with the profile quiz on your website. And you can see which personality types are coming up top. And again, just giving you data which could be really interesting to kind of utilize. And actually, the data goes further still, because Pathways Explore maps careers through to your courses, and you can track those trends and see how users click through from particular careers to your course pages. So, for instance, you may find that the fashion design career is sending lots of users through to your graphic communication course, which can then kind of help you identify particular interests of students for a particular course, giving really valuable data about how to engage people on that course page and ultimately on the course itself. And as I said at the beginning, all this data is available right now in your Pathways account. I'm not sure how many of you guys have used the analytics part of the website, but if you guys have got any questions at all about it, then do give us a shout and let us know. Other than that, that is about it. That's about all we're going to say for today. First of all, just say thanks so much for your time, and hopefully it's been useful to you. We're just going to hang around for a bit now. If anyone has any questions, then just pop them in the chat, and we'll try to answer them for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite a small session today, so you're welcome to talk. Unmute yourself if you want to as well, if anyone's got any questions. Yeah, I think we've kept that within 20 minutes, which is always the aim. So hopefully, yeah, you found some of that useful. Thank you.